would ask everyone just quickly to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And I will turn it over to you, Scott.
Okay, I appreciate that very much, Ms. Zen. For those of you who just joined us, I want to thank the Board of Education members here for a very supportive process in the hiring of a very important position, and taking time out of your very busy day to kind of take a vote and kind of make this official, allow us to do a press release on Friday. And what that really does is it also allows Hartford Public Schools to be able to move forward. And of course, the Ellington Public Schools are partners, and we support all of our neighboring school districts and always wish them well. I can say that I personally am very excited for the prospect of Oliver Barton joining the team. I did have the pleasure of working with Oliver for 4 years in Hartford when I was an executive director there. And I mentioned this to the group last night. One of the most important things that I start out with when ever considering hiring anyone is, to what extent can I discern if they are a good, moral, ethical person. And Oliver is a good man, and that's where we start with. He's thoughtful. He's caring, he's considerate of others. This is a hallmark of our seeds of civility of the Ellington community, the Ellington family. And this is one of our top priorities. And then, of course, what is also I'm very excited about is Oliver has a very diverse and very outstanding skill set to work just really on a variety of different levels to support schools to do great work. He's teacher-centered, he's student-centered, and he should be able to, at a very high level, step into this job, learn the community, and really support all of the work that goes on at the building level. And if we remind ourselves, right, the Board of Education and the central office administration, we exist to support the schools to do amazing work. That's what our job is to do. And Oliver has that in spades. And I'm very pleased and honored to be able to recommend to the Board of Education his appointment. And I know some of you haven't been able to meet Oliver. And so I would just turn it over for him for a brief few words, and then certainly any board comments that you may want to mention. Go ahead, Oliver.
Great. Thank you, Scott. I'm thrilled to be here and to see many of you again. I've learned a lot about the district in the last few days, especially just adding detail to what I understood from research and conversations about the district previously. So I'm honored to be a candidate as the assistant superintendent. I know there's a very powerful leadership team at the district level. As I mentioned yesterday, it's so clear from the results and outcomes that you're achieving with students, both in terms of their academic performance, but also their social emotional well-being, the feedback that they provide through climate surveys and that parents provide in their reflections on the district, and in all that's represented in what's communicated and posted by the district about the great things happening across the schools. And it's clear that all that wouldn't be true without very talented teachers, without thoughtful and compassionate and committed leadership at all levels, and a strong vision and direction for the district as supported and guided by the Board of Education. So that positive relationship between the board and the broader community and between the district employees and the board is invaluable. And it's so clear that those are in place and reflected in the outcomes and the success of students and the schools themselves. So I greatly look forward to working with the leadership team, with the leadership of the board, in order to get to know the schools and organize for the school year ahead. And I want to thank you in advance, if this goes forward, for your guidance and collaboration as I learn the district, the nuances and details across all the schools. And we work together to take a great school district and continue it on its trajectory of improvement and serving all students in the community. I'm confident that this board and the district do help students realize their dreams and the hopes and aspirations and dreams that families have for their children as they attend the schools and move on beyond. So I'm thrilled to be here and to be a candidate for this position, and look forward to partnering around the vision of empowering leaders and students to be courageous and reflective and contributing citizens in their schools and beyond. So thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Oliver. And I didn't know, Ms. Sen, or I know some board members weren't able to attend last night. And if you want to introduce yourself or ask any questions or make any comments, I think that's a very appropriate thing to do.
I would agree. I would ask that the board members who were not able to attend last night, if you would introduce yourself and any comments you might have. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Barton. I'm Jen Mullen. I am the communications chair for the board, and apologies for not being able to be with everybody last night, but look forward to, again, if this moves forward, working with you and getting to know you a little better.
And I don't know who all was there or not there, but I also was not there, as I explained with my AC. My name is Mike Young. I'm at 30 years at UConn teaching teachers about technology, and I was very impressed with your resume, although I didn't get a chance to chat with you at the interview. I don't really have any questions, although I look forward to working with you in my my role as curriculum subcommittee chair and vice chair of the board. And again, apologies that I didn't make it to the official interview, but it seems you did well. And I'm just, as I looked at you on paper, I mean, we do a lot of admissions and we look at a lot of resumes, but you know, I didn't get a chance to ask you about the founding of your own school and how that kind of influences how you come into this position. Are you looking to kind of put your imprimatur on things, or and what would that look like in terms of, you know, us moving forward post-COVID? I think there's going to be a lot of chance to kind of reconceptualize ourselves, especially in my interest area, which is using technology and remote learning and such. So if you did have anything to say at this point in this forum, feel free. And I also look forward to chatting with you one-on-one on the phone once you're fully installed and ready to get to work here in Ellington. So welcome.
Great.
And again, apologies.
Oh, not at all. And thank you so much. I mentioned yesterday that the work in founding a school and building it from scratch was done with a team of educators as a collaborative effort to meet a very specific need that we felt was in the community at the time, in terms of the opportunity to have an environmental science focused high school for that district. So that was a unique time and place. And I would say that as all schools plan to come back from the pandemic stronger, technology is certainly an area where there was just a very steep and fast learning curve. And I want to make sure that we take the learning from that and apply it to strengthen the curriculum and programming that's already in place, and have an open mind about how innovations in those areas can strengthen things further. but not without a thorough understanding and assessment of what's been working well, what really does engage and inspire students and teachers, and get us the outcomes that we want. So I will say, just as one addition to that my experience has been that the challenges in technology and remote learning saw or created a situation where some teachers flew ahead very quickly and sort of tapped into some amazing expertise that we didn't know they had. They probably didn't know they had. So all of a sudden they were able to leverage that technology and do highly engaging and rigorous work with students. And others who might have been very talented at teaching in person struggled with that and that transition wasn't as comfortable and effective for them. So I think there's something to learn from how people learn new things fast that can be applied to the collaborative development of programming across the grade levels. So I think we'll be thinking about that, but certainly not with any plans or agendas in place right now.
Great, thank you. I think we all learned that. We gave teachers Wednesday afternoons off to collaborate, and they did indeed, in many cases, do amazing things for both vertical and horizontal integration curriculum. But then, of course, we also had a very high-profile instance where technology played a role in taking down an otherwise really great kindergarten teacher in lots of tragic ways. So both those sides of this continuum that you just spoke about are co-present in our recent experiences, as you may know.
Hi, Oliver. Angie Moser. I just got back from a 15-hour driving trip from Indiana with my 5 children in the RV, so we're here. Thankful we had safe travels. Heard many good things and also saw your resume. Look forward to see what we can all do together in the continuing times ahead.
Great, thank you.
And I think with that being said, we could entertain a motion if anyone was so inclined.
I move that the Ellington Board of Education appoint Oliver Barton as Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction as recommended by the Superintendent of Schools effective July 19th, 2021.
Second.
Seconded by Liz. Any discussion? All in favor signify with a hand raise. Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And a virtual hand raise.
And a virtual hand raise. There it is. There was no opposed and no abstentions. Motion passes. Welcome aboard. Thanks.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Welcome.
Yes, congratulations, Oliver. Give us a call when you get a chance and want to start talking about curriculum.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to being
I don't know if you inherited Brian's phone, but if you need cell numbers and stuff, just let us know. We'll get you going.
And the board should know we have a very fortunate with Oliver starting July 19th. Brian Hendrickson's last day is essentially July 30th. And so we have a 2-week overlap, which is a nice transition time frame. And so you'll see Brian come to finish up some district improvement plan updates at the next board meeting. And we'll be, so Oliver will obviously be there and we'll be able to make a nice passing of the baton.
Brian who? I've forgotten.
Wow.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay.
Dr. Young.
I believe that
Mute him, please.
that's our business today. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Seconded by someone, please.
Second.
Angie. Any discussion? All in favor signify with a hand raise and a wave hello to Oliver. Welcome.
Yes. Welcome, Oliver.
We are
Well,
adjourned.
just
Thank you,
confirm
everyone.
our teacher